Hi Marshmallows, welcome back to another video. Whoop, another celebrity reading. Oh child, I don't know how I still got the energy for these readings, but today we're going to be doing Kanye. This was really quick, really last minute decision because he has recently come out on another Twitter rant. My God, somebody duct tape his mouth. He's giving us Geminis a bad rep, which, hey, welcome to the channel. My name's Soraya. I'm a psychic intuitive, and yes, I'm also a Gemini if you couldn't tell. Child, okay, let me know, y'all. Let me know if y'all had to guess my zodiac sign. What would you think it would be? Anyways, put it down in the comments below. He's giving us Gemini's a bad rep. He's come out on another Twitter rant again, talking about all these different people in the industry. And then he dropped a major bomb that, oh my gosh, there is something mentally wrong with Beyonce's younger children, which is why we haven't been seeing them. Now, if you guys remember the real ones, if you know, baby, you know. I clocked that shit a long time ago. Remember that? Remember that last Beyonce, the one of the first and last Beyonce readings I ever did, where I channeled that basically one of her kids and or both of her children, her younger children specifically, is suffering with autism. And y'all remember when she told me to shut up energetically? And that is why I haven't done a reading on her since. But yes, I've been clocked that T. This is why I'm telling y'all, subscribe. Please subscribe, like the video so I know to make more, and comment down below to support me, okay? I've been clocked that Beyonce's children mentally are suffering with some sort of disorder, and Beyonce and Jay-Z are trying to keep it on the hush, okay? Specifically Beyonce, she's very protective of her children. I felt that in her energy because she told me to shut up. Girl, I don't even know how she did that. But yeah. Okay. So he basically came out and said what many people were assuming. All right. So there is that. Now I'm going to be channeling his energy, and I will also be pulling a couple cards just to confirm the energy that I'm already channeling slash feeling. So do tarot readings, you guys. I do have a new tarot reading. Whoop whoop whoop. It is called the Good Luck Tarot Reading. You know, we are in spring, and as you guys can see by the energetic shift, okay, spring is different. I love spring. Yes, I'm biased. My birthday's in spring. And yeah, so the good luck reading, you guys, it is meant to discover and uncover what forms of luck, okay, is coming your way. What good luck is coming your way. So go down below, click the link, purchase a reading, join the Discord if you want to, okay? If you want to have more conversations, if you want to continue the discussion, either one-on-one or a group discussion. And yeah, y'all, like the video, don't skip the ads, and let's get into it. So boom, let's get into Kanye. Kanye, aka now his legal name is Ye. Like, it's too much going on. People that got different names is giving demon. Like, what do you bitch, one name, okay? Because if y'all don't know, energy is associated with names. So energy is attached to names. So I don't know why it's like he constantly feels the need to rebrand himself. But anyways, Kanye, aka Kanye Amori West, aka Ye. Um, let's channel his energy. So first of all, Spirit said he is treading into dangerous territory, okay? You're crossing the line. He's skating on thin ice right now, okay? Very thin ice, okay? Spirit said you need to stop while you're ahead. Okay, everything was all fun and games until he mentioned Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I want to let you guys know, Jay-Z and Beyonce, the Rock Nation brand, they don't play fair. They play very dirty. Okay, don't let the whole, oh, we're secretive, we're privative. Don't let the whole black this and black American and Black Lives Matter. Don't let the Black Lives Matter brand fool you. They are very dangerous and they play dirty. They play very dirty. So Spirit said you need to stop while you're ahead, okay? Kanye, you're stepping on toes a little bit, okay? You're skating on very, very thin ice, okay? Hence why he felt the need to he made another tweet after the fact, and he was like, yeah, you know, Jay-Z's probably thinking about killing me right now, and I don't blame him. I'm like, yeah, he is probably thinking about a way to get you to get you out of here. Okay, you talking too much. Okay, keep it on the hush. Okay, even me just simply channeling energy. I wasn't even confirming or denying, but I was channeling energy. Even me just channeling energy, even then, like, Beyonce completely shut me out energetically. So okay, Spirit said he needs to stop while he's ahead. Now, y'all are probably wondering, why is Kanye always going on these rants? Okay, what is wrong with him? And it's not simply mental illness. I feel like because a lot of people are not informed on mental illness, um they don't know what it actually does and what it looks like. Him going on these rants is not simply because he's bipolar and because he's mentally ill. That's a part of it, but it's a deeper root. There's a deeper issue. All right. Spirit said he does not like feeling oppressed. This is what I felt when I was channeling his energy. Something could have happened to him, and specifically, there's something to do with his past life. Something with his past life and feeling controlled or possibly being controlled. He does not like feeling controlled. And you know what? As a Gemini, I can relate. I don't like feeling like I can't do something that I want to do. You know what I mean? I don't like feeling like I don't have options, like I'm forced into doing something, right? He also doesn't like feeling like that. He's the type of person where he'll do something just to make a point to himself. He'll do something just to prove that he can do it. Just simply because he wants to feel like he has control and dominion over himself. He has control issues, and he also has a very egotistical issue as well, right? So he does not like feeling oppressed, and he's very sensitive to those feelings, right? He also does not being he you guys, there's something with the throat chakra with him, okay? He does not like feeling like he's unable to voice his opinion. Let me reroute. Okay, hold on. Let me get a break. As I was saying before, Kanye does not like feeling oppressed and he does not like feeling controlled. And I feel like whenever he goes on these rants, it's safe to assume that something of the sort has happened or his ego has been bruised. He has a very, I don't want to say necessarily fragile ego, but basically once he feel as though his ego has been bruised, he does tend to go on these long ass rants. I also heard that Kanye does not have an off button. Once he's upset, once something has gotten him riled up, it's hard for him to tone it back down and get back down to ground zero. And I guess that is relating to the bipolar, right? He has a mood disorder. Once he gets turned up, it's hard for him to turn it off, right? So moving on, like I said, control issues that are relating to his past life and also his childhood. There could have been something to do with control. Maybe he went through some sort of abuse or bullying. I don't know, some sort of something to do with that. So yeah, he needs to heal from that and get it under control, right? Because unfortunately, he is self destructive and he is burning bridges within the industry. We'll get to that later. So, there's a part of him that really wants to destroy the industry. He wants to expose the industry, specifically because he didn't get what he wanted out of something. It makes him okay, because I didn't get what I want. All right, now I want to expose everybody. Now I'm going to expose the industry, right? He cannot hold water for the life of him. And that's the main reason why Kanye has been rejected almost and basically kind of outcasted from the industry is because one thing, and listen, if you guys don't take anything from my readings, please know this. The one thing celebrities and rich people and elites and wealthy people, the one thing they care about the most is secrets. That is the one thing they care about the most is their secrets. And once you have their secrets, baby, you can do whatever you want with them. You can control them, you can blackmail them. Okay, that is the one thing they don't play about is exposing their secrets. And that is why Kanye, that's a part of the reason why he's been outcasted from the industry. He cannot hold water. And do you guys know the amount of things that take place within the industry? Of course they don't want somebody that's gonna like possibly out them for the shit that they're doing in private, right? So yeah, he's very candid. Okay, Kanye's one of those people where I feel he doesn't see the point in sugarcoating things. Like, let's call it out for what it is. Let's not sugarcoat. Let's call it out for what it is, right? What's the point in sugarcoating things and for comfortability's sake? He sees more value in just being straightforward, right? Moving on. Yeah, something or somebody upset him, and that is why he's going on this rant. Like I said, whenever Kanye goes on these random ass rants, it is safe to assume he recently got into some sort of disagreement with somebody, and that is when he turns to social media and goes on this long ass rant. He's not able to control his emotions and he's not able to tone it back down. Also, let me make a quick disclaimer. I do not support weaponized incompetence. Just because somebody has a mental disorder doesn't excuse their rash, abrasive, nasty behavior. I'm not excusing none of the shit that he's did, okay? Yeah, I don't believe in weaponized incompetence. Just because he's bipolar does not excuse his behavior. All right, so moving on. Spirit is telling him to take a breather and relax. Whenever you feel like you're about to get amped up and whenever you feel like you want to crash out, take a breather and relax. But again, it's almost like he wants to prove to himself that he can speak out about these things because he has some sort of inner control issue. Moving on. Yeah, he likes to flex his free will. Again, he's the type of person he'll do something just to prove that he can do it. Okay? Yeah, I also said he feels outcasted by the industry and rejected. He feels unwelcomed. Okay, Spirit says that he needs to organize his thoughts before speaking. It would really do him a lot of good. Kanye is a work in progress and he can really improve himself if he puts that work in, if he changes his ways. But because he's so stubborn and he has a bit of narcissism in him, it's not just bipolar. He has other disorders, I'm pretty sure, like narcissism. He cannot see any way but his own. And that is an issue because he cannot take constructive criticism, because he cannot change his ways, he cannot fully achieve his full potential. Because I see his full potential, right? It's much better than what he is right now. His full potential is a lot more calmer. His higher self is a lot more wiser, but you can't be wise if you're not able to learn and receive criticism. Moving on, like I said, he has a bruised ego, and because his ego gets bruised, he tends to burn bridges and self-destruct himself. Okay, so honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. For those who are into conspiracy theories, you guys may know of this. MK Ultra. Kanye feels like MK Ultra gone wrong, okay? It feels like the industry may have tried to, I don't know, alter his mind and it went wrong, okay? And that is why he is the way he is. Because I don't think Kanye was always like this. I think he was definitely always candid, he was always blunt, he was always like, I'm gonna say how I see it kind of person. But recently, nowadays, it feels like I don't know, y'all. I see a vision of Kanye tied up to some sort of like psychiatric chair with chains, and he's lashing out like y'all can't control me. Y'all can't tell me what to do. I don't know. There's something wrong with him. Anyways, and I don't mean it in a offensive, oh, he has a mental disorder kind of way, but I'm genuinely saying there is something he needs to work out, okay? So him and Jay-Z, what's going on? Spirit told me that him and Jay-Z are frenemies. They have been frenemies for a long time. Jay-Z tolerates Kanye and they're both competitive. They were never meant to work out, okay? Their friendship, their relationship, their work relationship was never meant to work out because these two are both competitive. And yeah, Jay-Z keeps Kanye at a very long distance, all right? So overall, they were business partners. Peep how I said work, okay? Jay-Z is definitely not pleased about Kanye's recent outlash about him and Beyonce and hiding their children, which was very unrelated. But again, there's a part of Kanye that wants to expose the industry to the public, right? Like I see him being like, y'all don't know the half of it. Y'all don't know what goes down in the industry streets. You don't know what goes on. And a part of him wants to speak out, but a part of him can't. He doesn't like feeling controlled. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna give him some credit. I feel like he would expose the industry, but he knows he can't. Okay, there's something that's keeping him from fully speaking out about something. There's something he wants to expose. But anyways, yeah. He mentions these random things, these random facts because he wants to expose the industry, right? Now, Jay-Z, if he hasn't already, he will swiftly and quickly give Kanye a warning, okay? I don't know what kind of warning. I see somebody driving by in a black window car over to Kanye's house. He will get a warning for sure. All right? Like I said, the Rock Nation brand, don't let the Black Lives Matter shit fool you. They play very dirty. Moving on. So people are wondering where Kanye is located, like where is he currently? And I just picked up that he travels a lot. He could be anywhere. I'm picking up possibly he travels between Europe and America. That's his most frequent places, like Europe, Asia, and America. So moving on, he's all over the place, just very unstable energy. Now, you guys may be wondering, will he be involved in the Diddy trial? I picked up that he won't be involved in the Diddy trial, not directly, but he will speak out about the Diddy trial. He will definitely voice his opinions with his loud ass mouth like he always does. So yeah. Kanye knows a lot about what goes on within the industry. If you guys think the little information that he shares, like I feel like there's more he's not sharing. Like if he feels comfortable sharing this, imagine what he hasn't shared within the industry, right? There's so much that I'm pretty sure he knows about in the industry. And unfortunately, right, most celebrities, when you become that successful, there's like this unspoken rule that you cannot expose the industry, right? You cannot speak out about these things. And that's the part that he really struggles with the most. Um, yeah, I'm picking up. That's why he randomly goes on these rants, right? It's a mixture of bruised ego and control issues. So yeah, that's why he's outcasted because a lot of people know he cannot hold water, okay? He cannot hold the secret for dear life. And the Kardashians will inevitably distance themselves from Kanye. But let me state this, it's not because they don't agree with what he's saying. It's because it doesn't look good on the brand, okay? The Kardashians is a business, it's a business, it is a LLC, it is something for them to profit off of. And they will obviously, if they haven't already, which I feel like they already have, right? The Kardashians will inevitably distance themselves from Kanye simply because it does not look good for their brand, okay? So let's get into the tarot cards. What's going on? Why did Kanye go on this Twitter rant again? I don't feel like it's anything crazy, anything that we really need to dive into. It's the same shit, okay? Kanye's very predictable to a certain extent. It is because his ego was bruised. He probably got into it with one of the celebrities, or he feels like somebody's trying to control him. Again, he has major control issues. The Five of Wands is here. There's a lot of inner fighting and there's a lot of inner fighting within the industry. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. And I hate sounding like a broken record, but to reaffirm myself, whenever Kanye goes on these rants, just assume that there's something going on behind the scenes that he is battling with, right? Like he possibly got into it with somebody, he possibly got into an argument or a disagreement, or there's some sort of friction going on behind the scenes. Whenever he goes on these rants and he takes it to social media, because again, there's a part of him that's like, all right, you're not gonna do what I tell you, all right, now I'm gonna expose it to the internet because I can, right? There's a part of him that wants to, I don't know, child. I don't know. But moving on, the Five of Wands, there was some arguing, there was some fighting, there was some disagreements going on behind the scenes between him and other artists. The Devil card is here. Obviously, this makes me think of his mental state, but not only his mental state, but the happenings within the industry. Again, there's a lot of things that we don't know that goes on behind the scenes. The Three of Swords is here. He could feel very betrayed or heartbroken by somebody, and that could have been a reason why he took it to the internet. Again, he indirectly slash kind of directly addresses people on the internet. Now, of course, the Knight of Swords is here, letting me know that Kanye speaks without thinking. He speaks without thinking, okay? He doesn't exactly organize his thoughts before saying things, and Spirit is telling him he needs to start doing that. You know what I mean? That shit is not cute. Like he needs to start organizing his thoughts. So yeah. Moving on to the what's the vibe deck. Also, before we leave that deck, the Eight of Pentacles is here. So again, this makes me think of the industry, working with other artists. I definitely think he experienced some sort of friction with somebody within the industry, and obviously that is why he took it to social media. Now, the what's the vibe deck, I know y'all like this one. Oop, and hold on, y'all. I know I'm all over the place. Okay, the Seven of Cups is here. Very fitting for the theme. Again, this is somebody behind the scenes. This is things that we cannot see behind closed doors that is taking place. Moving on, I feel like without context, Kanye's a lot more crazier than he seems without context. I feel like if we truly know some of the things that were going on, some of us would even side with him. Now, I don't agree with him talking about Beyonce's children or anything like that, right? But moving on, Spirit gave me the isolation card, rejected, left alone, and self inflicted. A part of him feels isolated from the industry, and a part of it is he does it to himself, right? The crashing out, the bruised ego. Not everybody's gonna want to deal with that, okay? It's like a lot of people see Kanye as a ticking time bomb, and that causes a lot of anxiety, right? You never know when he's going to pop off, and that unfortunately causes a lot of people to distance themselves from him. All right? Thrills, conscious, continuous cycles, bad decisions and addictions. I do feel like he dibbles and dabbles in some sort of substance abuse. I'm not gonna lie. I think he uses substances for sure. There is some sort of addiction with him. Not just with substances, but maybe addicted to control. Like I said, continuous cycles, daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusionals, hopes and dreams. All right, Kanye sees things in his way, and he's not willing to see it in anybody else's perspective. He is in his own mind, and it's hard to communicate with somebody like that, right? Somebody that's unwilling to see things from your perspective. Moving on, tension, stressed out, migraines and worry. Obviously, that's why he's lashing out. Wishful thinking, deja vu, and nostalgia. Overall, Kanye has a lot. He has a long way to go. Got a long way to go. He has a very long way to go. Okay. Again, Spirit said narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. I'm done, y'all. I don't want to read on him no more. His energy is just too much for me. Overall, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to say it's not that serious because what he said is very serious, but I'm saying what he lashed out about is not that serious, okay? Kanye has a tendency to over exaggerate things, and because he has unhealed parts of him, his shadow self is something that he's unable to get into control. Okay? Kanye is a cautionary tale of what happens when you do not evolve and you do not let go of your ego. Okay? Who Before I go, y'all, let me say one last thing before I go. Kanye's not completely crazy. Okay, people like to write him off as crazy because it's easier to do that, and especially the industry, it's more beneficial for them to just write him off as crazy before people start really looking into things. I believe Kanye has seen a lot of shit within the industry, and because of that, um I don't know. Like, imagine you see some crazy shit. I'm pretty sure that shit would change you forever, right? I feel like it just added on to things he was already dealing with personally. Okay? I don't agree with the way he goes about things, but I feel like if he was able to organize his thoughts more easily without saying things so rashly and abrasively, I feel like if he was able to organize his thoughts, a lot more people would be on his side, okay? I believe some of the things he has said for sure. And yeah, I truly hope that one day he's able to ascend to his higher potential and not this low vibrational version of himself that he continues to be. All right. So, yeah, like I said, that's why the industry doesn't fuck with him. The industry does not fuck with him, not because of any like serious reason other than Kanye is a ticking time bomb and you don't know if he's going to say you're bitch, you don't know if he's going to you don't know if he's going to expose you. You don't know what's going to happen, right? And that's why people don't fuck with him. They do not fuck with him because they don't want to be exposed. Moving on. I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. Kanye's energy is just a lot. It's a lot going on in his head. He needs to chill the fuck out and stop doing drugs, allegedly. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. Comment down below more that y'all want me to do. Um and yeah, he has control issues and he needs to heal from whatever the fuck it is. Moving on. I hope y'all enjoy this. This reading drained the fuck out of me. Bye y'all.